Okay, so going to go straight back in after that question from the subscriber. Thank you very much for subscribing and for asking that question. And now I've been shuffling them already. I want to ask, this is the question I'm going to ask for anyone who comes across this video for September 2024 guidance. And the question I'm asking is for anyone who finds their way here is how to focus on what you want to get and achieve in September 2024. So we're focusing on how to keep that kind of, don't let anything be distracting and just kind of going for that which you want to achieve just for the month. Be kind to yourself. It's just for the month. Just whatever you've got in mind you want to achieve, whether it's to do a painting, write a poem, learn how to drive. Well, you're not going to do that in a month, but you can start. Bake something, make a wooden table, who knows what you want to do, plant your first tree, swim your first length, stop smoking, stop drinking, looking after your diet, looking after your spiritual health, whatever you want to do for this month. Some great videos that are on YouTube about abundance, how to be in abundance, live in gratitude. Very helpful. Maybe you want to do one of those for the month. But here I'll go. It's just like, okay, let's look for the support that we can get when we look inside ourselves, our inner well, our inner reservoirs of how we can keep focus for September 2024. The first card is look at actually I would say, look at the sorrow in the face, look at the pain in the face, look at the whatever's really troubling you, just sit down and look at it. The whole thing, you have to feel it to heal it. Acknowledge that you're in pain, acknowledge that you're hurting, acknowledge that there's something kind of out of whack, because the more we just go along and just whitewash everything, it just builds up until this card is about, it builds up, and then you need the sword to lance, so the pus can come out and the healing can start. But before that, you have to go through the uncomfortableness of the discomfort, okay, of what you're trying to deal with. So, be kind to yourself, recognize it, know it's painful, and cry, do whatever the saltwater thing, cry, swim in the ocean, or sweat. Good ways of healing and letting that kind of stuff out. What is crossing that Three of Swords? Okay, the King of Pentacles. So over that Three of Swords, you've got a lovely authoritative. I'm feeling it's all about the inner stuff. So it's the inner world, the inner body, feeling your body, feeling you. I mean, obviously the King of Pentacles is about material things, wealth. It's about nature. So maybe again, going out into nature, it's about being good with business, good with money. If you've got money worries, money troubles, then maybe really spend some time this month of going, right, this has really got to got to be sorted out. And seek advice of people, not necessarily professionals, just people who live in the actual life and go for it. If there's something with the body, then just kind of start making those changes. But the King of Pentacles, I'm feeling it's the inner authority about the self, and obviously the laws of nature, which are always incredibly helpful. What's on top of this? Okay, I really knew this was going to come up. Okay, it's quite an interesting. So, sorry, just staring at it. Okay, so the Eight of Cups. I need to a bit of a meditation there. I was really looking at the red coat and the that whole. I mean, I always think it looks like the moon cuddling the sun, but it's kind of the lunar thing. It's the deep stuff that's coming from underneath. The Eight of Cups is about, as you can see, turning your back on what you've built up, or just kind of wanting something new, wanting a new beginning, him in his red coat, the base chakra, your identity, and everything that the red associates with. It's an interesting thing to have as an overarching card, isn't it? The Eight of Cups, just going, okay, this figure's built up these emotional and creative cups and ties and, you know, lovely projects and stuff, but there's something more. There's some little niggle, or there's some lovely kind of motivating factor that is like going, right, I just want to, I've got to go off and explore. I need to go off and explore. At the bottom of this, September 2024, that is very interesting. Okay, just had a little bit of a, had to stop there a sec. So this is interesting after all that other stuff. September 2024, how do you keep focused? Okay, I'm just kind of going with this. So it's strength reversed. Obviously strength on its normal upright wood, is, you know, just conquering those inner unhelpful patterns that we can all develop. Strength is about, you know, bringing those qualities to the fore that are forthright and gentle still, kind of being gentler with yourself. I was going to say, actually, until I just said that, you know, it's not a case of being not gentle with yourself, but it's a feeling of not having, just not being able to do that, not feeling strong, obviously, feeling like you need a bit more time, or you just need a little bit more information, or you need a little bit more kind of oomph. You need some kind of sustenance in order that you can actually fight the fight of yourself, you know, or, you know, the strength card can be fighting something to do with, well, anything, you know, your work or friendships, families. It could be anything that you just feel that you have to deal with, and obviously when we deal with anything, as I said, I really get this inner sense today, it's all about ourselves. It's not projecting onto others, it's feeling it for ourselves and recognizing it in ourselves and going, oh, okay, so it's a strength reversed, which is like not strength. I'm not going to say weakness, because it's just like not feeling, just like, oh, I can't quite do that at the moment. What's in the past? Okay, the upright and brave, courageous, no nonsense, no messing Queen of Swords. You know, the air, the element of air, where you've maybe in the past you've done a lot of work. That could be it. You've done a lot of work on what you want to focus on, and actually at the moment you've got this reverse strength card, which is like, okay, I just need a little bit of time out. Maybe I just need to kind of gather myself. I'm not feeling like I can fight that fight. What a very interesting reading, when it's based on how to how to go for your goal and your achievements for this month. Wow. In the future, what have we got? Temperance reversed. Yeah, feeling out of balance. Feeling like, you know, feeling that. Kind of just feeling like, oh, just you know, not feeling, not, again, it's not, I mean, obviously temperance upright is balance, the sun, the moon, everything's working really wonderfully. And when it's reversed, it's like, actually, I feel imbalanced. Something feels out of whack. So, okay, how's this going to help? Maybe it's all down to that Three of Swords. When you start with this, it's like, and you recognize it and you sit with it and you feel it, then you are going to feel drained. Okay, this is the right word for that, drained. Feeling drained. But feeling drained means you need to kind of sit with good food, nutrients and sleep. You know, you need sleep, you need to kind of just kind of not do anything, to be perfectly honest. How am I going to go for my goals this week? By not doing anything this month. Just by not doing it. Maybe it's just all about thinking about it, planning it, feeling it, going over it. I mean, we've come out of Mercury retrograde now, but it's kind of, let's carry on. Okay, where do we find ourselves? Oh, wow, look at that. The deep moon, the deep stuff, those thoughts that go round our head, the deep psychological things that we often think about. the kind of our own fears, our own things that we have to overcome, that which is coming out of the subconscious, the unconscious, is coming up. It wants to be recognised. Oh gosh, wow, this is quite interesting. This wants to be recognised. Okay, and then this is feeling drained. Sorry, the sun's coming up over this little area. And then this temperance, not quite feeling in balance. And then the moon, how we find ourselves. Where do others see us? Oh, Ace of Swords reversed. It's like, wow, no, at the moment I'm feeling lackluster. Okay, we've got to have something to kind of, go, yay. Okay. Apart from me going and sit in a hammock for a month and just think about it, don't do anything. That's the feeling I'm getting. Wow. The hopes and fears, Two of Swords reversed, don't do anything, just think about it. And then the outcome is the Queen of Cups reversed. So feeling, okay, the whole reading is about just feeling everything stop. The whole reading is actually this. That is it. The major arcana, we've got the temperance and the moon. Okay, so if we look at temperance upright, okay, so it's like this in the reading, feeling in balance. So it's about getting into balance. That's what it is, isn't it? It's about spending the month doing all the deep shadow work in order to get back into balance. This unconscious stuff that has to be dealt with. No kind of time with a reverse Ace of Swords. This isn't a time for kind of, bright ideas and way and thinking and going on. It's about going in and, I would say, going over stuff that you already kind of know. It's not a time for really starting something new. It's a time for reflection. Being kind to yourself. The Queen of Cups reversed, obviously upright. She's a beautiful counsellor, authority of her emotions, and she leads by example, and she's kind and caring and compassionate. And this reversed is like, again, it's like I can't find it. I'm feeling drained at the moment. So that is so interesting. What's a clarifier? I'm going to do a clarifier. The next one. What is it? Because that's like, come on, can we have some... Oh, okay, that is quite nice actually. So the clarifier is the Eight of Wands. It's all going to be over soon. So this month, I kind of want to say lay low. You can't always do that because life carries on, doesn't it? You might have you might be an actor and have a new show opening and whatever. But it's I don't know. It feels so deep and so inner and so reflective. And stop and don't do anything and stay in the. Horrible thing to say really, but stay in the discomfort. Acknowledge you're feeling drained. Acknowledge you're not feeling quite right. I found this great channel on YouTube, and the guy's name is Steve Noble, Nobel. I'll put a link in my stuff, and he does these fantastic meditations. There's a meditation for everything that you could be kind of dealing with. So I would say go and do some of Steve Noble's meditations and kind of get in. That's really so bizarre. Wow. And this is why working with reversals, it can be quite something else. If I suddenly took my Mythic Tarot, which are all upright, and I went, okay, let's just, we see what this says with all these reversals. Go in, take time, find balance, don't push yourself, don't think too hard, don't make big plans, don't get out there, just stay within your own heart. Stay within your own healing heart. Okay, that's it. Stay within your own healing heart. Don't worry, things are going to change soon. But for September, just stay with the discomfort, the teaching, the learning, the lessons. Stay with it, sit with it. Okay, and I'm going to just shuffle these and see. I'm going to take one from the top and just go, okay, what does the Mythic Tarot say with all its uprightness? What will it kind of give us? Any ray of hope? What hope do we have here? We do have the Eight of Cups, which is like, oh, okay. you know, some new beginnings. Well, that is a good card because it's like once you really deal with the shadow stuff and healing, then you can really start again, can't you? And you can leave behind that which isn't working and just go, okay, enough. Okay, let me just do a little thing on here. September 2024. We're just doing a clarifier from, oh, there we go, that came out. Oh, yeah, that's nice. Okay, thank you. Thank you. So what came out from the Mythic Tarot was this, Aphrodite and the Ace of Cups. Okay, so the Ace of Cups, hang on there, hang on to your horses. Aphrodite's coming with her big cup that overfloweth with love and emotion and care. So just stick with this healing. That's what it feels like, healing. Stick with that kind of heart-centered work. Do your heart-centered work. Recognize your shadow. Don't do anything too mental and mad at this moment. Just kind of sit with the healing, and things are going to move with the Eight of Wands, and then Aphrodite is blessing you with her, oh, that's quite tricky, isn't it? Blessing you with her, yeah, her blessings. Blessing you with the, you know, just get through this. There's always, as there is, always underneath everything, there is love, there is hope, there is, you know, that word anicca, the law of impermanence. Everything will change, everything will move forward, everything will kind of evolve. So just kind of do the healing work for September. And that somehow is going to help you focus on your goal to do what hasn't. Maybe that's it. Maybe you do what hasn't worked. No, don't do what hasn't worked. Recognize what hasn't worked. Recognize the effort you've put in or you haven't put in. Recognize what direction you want to go in. Maybe what worked 6 months ago isn't what you want now. And so I think September feels like that kind of month, according to these cards and the inversions. Okay, so I'm starting off the significator with the Three of Swords. So hope that's helpful. Do write down anything that you also see in these cards, because I always love it when other people have their opinions. So, and thank you so much for watching, and have a good September. Reflective, deep, meaningful, and healing. So let's go for it. And I will see you again soon. Okay, take care. Bye bye.